Hey guys, and welcome back. Seiben here again for the Aether Hub, bringing you some more news for Magic the Gathering's upcoming set, AMONKHET. Now, you guys know me as the lore guy, so how do I feel about this tantalizing story that promises to be that of AMONKHET? Well, let's just say I'm a tad bit more than excited. I mean, we get the big baddie himself, Nicol Bolas, back into the picture, the relatively young Gatewatch facing a new threat on a new plane, and a Johnny off on Dominaria, which leaves me excited for the future. If you're a Vorthos like me, then you'll probably agree when I say these are exciting times. But I'm getting a little ahead of myself. Let's focus on what we know from a story standpoint about AMONKHET, in particular, how the Gatewatch will respond to this new, higher level threat. Even though it's early, I feel confident in saying that we'll get an appearance from all of the Gatewatch members in AMONKHET's storyline. Of course they will, right? Why would anyone think differently? Well, remember back at the start of Kaladesh? There was a moment where I and others thought that only a few members would run off to that plane, namely Chandra and Liliana. Of course, the rest did eventually follow suit, but that doesn't mean we'll always have the entire Gatewatch involved in the story of every set. Now, AMONKHET is different because it houses a large, well-known threat, Bolas, which everyone in the company will of course agree on fighting. The only one who seems to be out of it is a Johnny, the newest member, who left to go find help on Dominaria, which is honestly a shame because he actually has real-life experience fighting the Dragon Planeswalker. Maybe he'll make a surprise appearance in the second half of the block. Anyway, which Planeswalkers of the Gatewatch are 100% confirmed to appear in AMONKHET's opening set? From new art released by Wizards of the Coast, it looks as if we'll see Gideon, Jura, Liliana, Vess, and Nissa Revane all playing big roles in the cards and story. Now, just because they have new art here doesn't ensure that they'll get Planeswalker cards in AMONKHET. It does, however, ensure that they'll be making an appearance somewhere. And I want to take this time to admire the new art for Liliana and Gideon. This is just some amazing work here. It looks like Gideon's finally taken the advice of others and started to blend in more, sporting some very theme-appropriate garb, while Liliana's looking right at home in AMONKHET, surrounded by undead, mummified servants, kinda like Tessiger the Golden Fang. They look eerily similar here. So while I can't promise Nissa will get a Planeswalker card, I can say without a doubt that Gideon and Liliana will. Here are the two Planeswalkers appearing on the cover of the AMONKHET Planeswalker decks, just like Tezzeret and Ajani did in Aether Revolt. This means they'll be getting two different Planeswalker cards. These, which are specific for the Planeswalker decks, and two others found in the standard set. These Planeswalker cards will have different names, abilities, and art, so after seeing these, I'm super stoked to see what their official AMONKHET Planeswalker cards are gonna look like. Gideon's armor is just exactly what I'd envision his armor looking like on an Egyptian world, and Liliana, man, she is just going crazy with these mummies, summoning mummy tokens rather than zombies? Confirmed, right guys? So that's two, possibly three Planeswalkers. What about the others of the Gatewatch? Well, like we discussed earlier, Ajani's out milling about on Dominaria. That leaves Jace and Chandra. Jace has a lot of personal experience with Nicol Bolas, dealing with his machinations alongside Liliana Vess, and to be honest, he kinda got his mind butt kicked. I'm sure he wants some level of revenge, but understands better than most that Bolas isn't an opponent you can take lightly. He's an ancient, timeless elder dragon that seemingly planned for everything to happen for a reason, and rarely does he make even minor errors in his calculations. The Gatewatch needs Jace on the ground in AMONKHET. Without him, they'll basically be flying blind. Yet so far, the Mind Mage has been absent from any art or image of the plane. Don't worry though, I have a strong feeling he'll be showing up soon. As for Chandra Nalaar, the main character of our last story arc, she's here too, fighting alongside the others on the cover of archenemy Nicol Bolas. It looks as if the fight with the big dragon may come a little sooner than expected in the storyline. Chandra herself just got off a very personal story, so she'll most likely just be extra muscle here. But you know what? I've been talking a lot about the Gatewatch versus Nicol Bolas, and that's gonna be a huge plot point for AMONKHET for sure, but there is more going on in this plane than just that. One of Liliana's demon lords resides on AMONKHET, Razakath, a being said to be more powerful than the 2 others she's already slain. A demon more powerful than Grizzlebrand? God, I can't wait to see its card. Liliana's on a quest to free herself from their contract, which is written in her skin and binds her soul to them. 2 remain, and Razakath is on AMONKHET. Previously, the Necromancer had used the power of the Chain Veil to destroy her demon lords, but the cost of using this artifact is getting too great. That's why she joined the Gatewatch in the first place. It was apparent she would need allies in the fights to come, which puts Jace in the center of 2 forces. He's said in the past that he feels guilty for leaving Liliana to deal with her fate on her own, so he'll most likely try to make up for it by helping her here. Maybe that's why we don't see them fighting Nicol Bolas with the others. Liliana Vess has her own motives that align with her own goals. The Gatewatch is just another tool in achieving those goals. Perhaps she'll peel Jace away to help her with her demon issue while the others get utterly defeated by Nicol Bolas. Or perhaps they'll defeat Razakath and come back just in time to save everyone, ensuring the Gatewatch continues to be a happy friendship machine. But right now is better than ever to have a little tragedy occur in the storyline of Magic the Gathering, if you ask me. So in terms of AMONKHET, there's a lot of different angles going on. Almost every single member of the Gatewatch has been affected either directly or indirectly by the machinations of Nicol Bolas. So everyone here has something to lose. Yet, at the same time, Liliana and Jace may have to choose which threat is more dire. Liliana's personal one, or the one that could spell the end of all her new quote-unquote friends. The story's certainly going to get interesting as we move forward. Anyway guys, that's all the current information I have on the Planeswalkers we'll see in AMONKHET. Let me know what you guys think and some of your own theories in the comment section below. If you enjoyed the video and want to support the Aether Hub here on YouTube, consider giving the video a like, sharing it with friends, and subscribing for more awesome MTG content. As always guys, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next time here on the Aether Hub.